Hello everybody, Manlius here, and welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XVI. And continuing such a, so far, kind of intense and depressing story for Clive and his family. We are now fast forward 13 years later from the encounter between the fire icon and the Phoenix. With the death, or supposed death, of our brother Joshua and our father, both at the hand of our mother. So we'll see where the story takes us. But let's check out some of this redeemable content. Oh, we have ability sets. Tired of having to manually adjust your iconic ability sets each time you want to use different abilities? Did you know you can register up to 5 sets of iconic abilities via the gear tab in the main menu? While on this tab, use L1 or R1 to cycle through the sets and customize them as you wish. Remember, you cannot edit or change sets while in combat. Cool, okay. So our first ability set has Scarlet Cyclone as well as Rising Flames, both part of Phoenix Shift. And going over here, we can then change them. So I'm curious to see as to how combat will be varied for us to want to change off of certain abilities. Let's see. Oh, here are the redeemable items. Okay. So I do have the DLC for this, which I'm sure that is what it's from. And we get the Onion Sword. Taking up this radiant blade of gold and turquoise in one's hands invokes a strange yet familiar images of 4 homespun youths on a journey to quench the coming darkness. I would imagine that that has to be from either the first Final Fantasy or maybe Final Fantasy VII. But again, not too familiar with the series to speak confidently on that. Then we have the Buster Sword. Taking up this cold, unassuming steel in one's hands invokes strange, yet familiar images of friendship and rivalry, love and loss, while the notches along its blade speak of hardship immeasurable. And the Buster Sword I do know, and I believe that was Cloud Strife sword. But again, I'm probably just making a fool of myself trying to guess. We have the Katana. Taking up this expertly crafted blade in one's hands invokes strange, yet familiar images, burdens, both borne and overcome. We also have some songs. Away, 1987 Orchestrion Roll. A tattered slip of parchment upon which has been hastily scrawled several bars of music and the title Away, 1987. The melody seems familiar, but the author is unknown. And this allows us to add a new song to our Hideaway, so we'll go ahead and claim that. And we get the Torn from the Heavens Orchestrion Roll. The province is unknown and likely foreign. The margin contains a single line of cryptic text, presumably added after the piece found its way to Valisthea. Our shadows lost in light, this life a fleeting kiss. And through the maelstrom. The margin contains a single line of cryptic text, presumably added after the piece found its way to Valisthea. Seething currents whirl to swallow up the world. Let's go ahead and claim all of these, shall we? Okay. And what we could do is we could put on these weapons. See, this one looks familiar too, the Kuraton, but of course we could use the Buster Sword. Let's see what the Onion Sword looks like. Okay, not too much of a fan of that one. If we don't use the Buster Sword, I think we're gonna just keep with our regular sword. I'd rather not kind of detract from the aesthetic, as weird as that may sound, but we'll see how we feel. Maybe we can implement some fashion and curate that Buster Sword with something a little bit more appropriate.
All trails are gone. It'll be hell finding a way out.
Do you think a retreating army and their dominant will fare any better?
Look at all the bodies just strewn about from that creature's chaos.
By the flames.
We do have some stone skin tonics, and what we can do is make sure that we have those equipped, and we do. Maybe we get another strength tonic. Nice.
Did you hear that?
Down there. So, Titan has knocked the fight out of our Ironblood friends. Where are the rest of them? It can't be the main host.
Wait.
Is that Jill?
Our fortunes have turned, Sergeant. It's her.
The dominant? Are you certain?
The Crystalline Orthodox is a backwards faith for a backwards people. In the Iron Kingdom, they teach that dominants are unclean aberrations, born of blackest sin. Only their priests are allowed to perform the rites of priming. And I see many.
We end this quickly.
Let this be the end.
Avis! Care to kill some Iron Blood?
Gladly.
Wyvern, you focus on the target.
Understood.
Now on to the next!
Well, if we clear out the riffraff, it'd be a lot better to focus on.
Eikon? She's not even fully primed.
Damn. Oh, jeez.
I will not have their blood on my hands.
Kind of went into that one. And that one.
Lost.
Alright, what do we get? Some experience, not quite enough for a level up, but that's okay. We also get some items, a frozen tear. And this is a material used in crafting. And as she fought, she shed tears of ice, which shattered on the bloodstained earth below. Dalmekian soldiers account of the Battle of Nysa, year of the realm, 873. We also get some potions to replenish our stores, as well as some steel silk, another item used in crafting, a rare case in which hyperbole has played no role in the item's nomenclature. Steel silk is every bit as strong as steel, yet soft as silk, making it a popular choice for tailors tasked with crafting durable armor that does not hinder movement.
Is she dead?
I don't think so.
Well, what are you waiting for?
No, that's not you. Not here.
I'll bloody do it then.
Fuck. We've got company, Wyvern. What the hell are you doing?
Lord Hilda Vebra!
Get your ass over here and help me with these bastards!
Sorry, Jill.
What is wrong with you, Wyvern?
Dominant. I know her.
Know her? Look around you! Do you think any of these animals care? I need you here!
That's enough.
Now that that's done, I won't ask you again, Wyvern. Take her head so we can be done with this.
I can't. I won't.
You would betray the Holy Empire?
Betray? I don't recall ever pledging allegiance to your Emperor. My service may have been bought with this brand, but not my loyalty. I just fight to survive.
We're gonna
And you
kick its
think
ass.
I don't? The Empire will have our heads if we return empty-handed. So if you won't take hers, I'll have to take yours.
See, I'm trying to use L1 to
Dying here today.
parry.
And neither is she.
Obviously, that's not working out too well.
Wyvern,
Maybe I should just
have you
focus on
forgotten who brought you
evading.
from the front lines? Who trained you?
Let me put on the strength tonics.
Who gave you a name when you had none?
You speak as if we don't bear the same brand, Sergeant. I've always had a name, and I've not forgotten it.
Still clinging to the past like a torn blanket.
Then you will die, as you should have 13 years ago. Not this time.
For nothing. No one. And I will not fall by your hand. Traitor's blade.
And we got enough experience for a level up. 104 ability points, as well as 300 gil. Awesome. And we get some weirite, which is another crafting material. To most, this nondescript lump of rough-hewn stone is but a nuisance upon which to stub one's toe. To the blacksmith, however, it is much, much more, for the metal contained within may be fashioned into inexpensive yet durable gear favored by warriors across the realm, as well as some meteorite, which looks to be an uncommon crafting material. Just as drops of molten iron fall from a smith's oven to the floor to cool, so too do they fall from the celestial foundry where the gods forge their divine instruments of war, or so it is believed. We call these otherworldly outcastings meteorites. Doing a lot of fighting right now.
This way. Bloody wind. Well, come on then.
Hugo, dear. My proud desert lion. Would that you had taken care when chasing the hare? I expected more from the mighty Titan. You put the Ice Queen on her back. No doubt. But you'll have to work harder if you're to claim this prize.
My lady, the thunder.
We'll be hearing more soon enough. You always were a fucking snake, Sid. Gather the men. We have work to do.
Jill. Is it really you? And who's this fine hound I see before me?
A fine hound who saved your life, that's who.
Torgal.
Hey,
His name is Torgal.
you two acquainted? Well then, you won't mind taking him off my hands. Funny. I'd always pictured you as more the chocobo type. Clive Rosfield. Come now. Fleet as flame, fierce as a wildfire. That there was the blessing of the Phoenix. I'd heard rumors that you'd survived, but I never paid them much heed. Calm down. I didn't come all this way for your handsome mug. Now her, on the other hand, she seemed worth muddying my boots for. None the worse for wear. Still, might be best to get a second opinion. Back her up.
That's another step. I mean it.
Well, I'm not about to leave her here. Not one with a warm bed waiting. It's all right. You're welcome to join us. You do want to help her, don't you?
Sid, if we aren't back soon, Nan will have our heads.
I'll explain everything once we're back at the Hideaway. Come on.
So, I immediately recognized that voice of Ralph Innocent, so I had to look up and to see that I wasn't going crazy. And it is Ralph Innocent that voices Sid. So I thought that was a very cool move on their part. But let's see. We are to follow Sid to the Hideaway, and we've opened up the map a little bit. We have some kind of unique places here, which I'm sure that these are the mother crystals in which the kingdoms have settled upon. But let's go to the Hideaway.
further now.
But we're in the middle of the Deadlands.
Keen eye, you. The blight sucked this place dry. Meaning no trees, no birds, and no magic. But it also means no neighbors.
The last place anyone would think to look.
Home sweet home.
This place. These are fallen ruins.
Well, we didn't think they'd mind. And it keeps the black from our lungs.
But how do you survive without magic?
How does anyone? Hard work and a bit of nous. You must be starving. We grow them here, believe it or not. Suit yourself.
You're back.
Ah, Talia.
And this is the Dominant.
How cold since we found her. I was hoping you might give her a look over.
All right. Goots, get her upstairs.
Well, none will...
Don't fret about Karen. I've taken care of her fee.
All of it?
She's the best healer this side of the belt. You've nothing to worry about. Go on, have a look around. I'll be in my solar.
Hideaway. The local map. Pressing the touchpad opens a detailed map of your current area. Main scenario destinations are marked with a red marker. So we have a couple of places that we can look at. That being the White Adze, the storeroom, which also leads to the cells, the faucets, the reservoir, the furrows up to the north, followed by the bunks and the inaccessible infirmary, as well as the fat chocobo and Sid's Solar. So I'm curious if these markers are further waypoints that lead to other places. So let's see.
Still hungry, are you? Might have some.
And over here should be the White Adze. But let's talk to the surly smith. Okay, not one for words. It's okay. What's down here? So we have the storeroom. And over to the cells.
Another newcomer. You mind the rules round here, or our next chat will be through the bars.
Okay.
Those all mended then?
What about the faucet? Okay, it looks like some sort of laundry area. And we're back at the Great Hall.
Sid once told me, the blight doesn't kill the land, it only makes her forget who she once was. She'll eventually remember her purpose. All she needs is a little reminding.
A chicken.
Your brand. Lady Tyre might be able to see to that. You may have been born a slave, but you're a free man now.
Well, the studious soul over here has misjudged our beginnings.
Not until you've had your medicine.
These apples are all foul.
Would you rather you went without?
I suppose I'll be needing a new sword.
Then you'll need to
Where else can we go? Of course, we should check out the ale hall and this fat chocobo. Unless the fat chocobo is a bar.
If you can read, don't let Otto know. We'll put you to work on the ledgers too.
Lank locked bear. This guy looks important. But nothing to offer from that wizened man.
When he's not out chasing rumors, sits up there in that hole of his.
I wonder if this is where our
Lay off the man.
music gets played.
When lightning struck, his yoke did break, his life his own again. With thunder's roll, he knew his fate and would fight it to the end. Well, what do you think? I woke this morn inspired. When lightning struck.
Very nice indeed. Okay. Looks like we'll have to make our way up to Sid's chambers.
Spent the whole morning on these steps.
Sorry. Didn't mean to track in my mud and muck. Looks like the infirmary is right here, which is currently inaccessible. So let's go to Sid Solar.
Just working on a pet project of mine. Though she's not above biting the hand that feeds her. Alright. I was hoping we might try and solve the mystery of poor Clive Rosfield. A bearer of the Sanbreque Imperial Army sent behind enemy lines. With orders to wait until it turned into a brawl, then slit the dominant's throat in the chaos.
I didn't know it was her. How could it be?
And so, to save her neck, you slit your sergeants, then set your sights on the hills. Conveniently forgetting how the Empire deals with deserters. Because with that on your chop, my friend, we both know you won't be getting far. You've fallen a long way, Lord Rosfield. I'll not have it said that I'm a poor host.
What do you mean to do with her?
Do with her? Why, nothing. Her life is her own now. If I wanted to use her, do you think I'd be talking to you? All I want to do is help. Dominants like her, branded like you. Of course, the realm doesn't approve, which is why we live in a cave. And it's also why we need help. From branded who know one end of a sword from the other. What say you, Clive? Will you join us?
Sid, was it? I trust that you'll do right by Jill. But until my brother is avenged, I must walk my own path.
Avenged?
My brother was murdered by a second dominant of fire.
Phoenix's evil twin. Oh, bugger me. Another rumor proven true.
I only stand here today because of Joshua. 13 years I've waited for this chance. I've slept in filth, drunk from a gutter, killed more men than I can count. You're right. The Empire will not suffer a deserter. This will be my best opportunity. My last.
Which is why you should join us.
I told you I'm not
Interested, I know. One of my scouts sent word there's a group of branded fugitives north of here, in the Imperial village of Lostwing. Among them is one he believes to be a dominant of fire.
Is he certain?
What say we go and ask him?
This doesn't mean I'm joining you.
Let's make ready then. You'll find everything you need down in the main hall, as well as a few things you don't. Have fun.
Okay. So we can really go into Sid Solar.
It's downstairs. Try not to get lost.
Which doesn't seem to have anything for us to rummage through and take. Okay. The infirmary is still inaccessible, but I think it might be a good idea to go this way and see if the fat chocobo is opened up to us yet.
And how did you like the stew?
I haven't had long
It is not.
since I was a maid.
Nor are the rumblings of the wizened man.
I'm not going back to that life. Ever. You hear me?
Oh, great. Even if it means never seeing the sun again.
He's in... Oh no. Goots, was it? Perhaps you can help. Sid asked me to make ready for our mission. How does one go about that here?
Well, there's old Nan's place. On second thoughts, you maybe want to see Blackthorn first.
A blacksmith? To the forge it is then.
Oh wait, no, hold up. You'll be needing this. Blackthorn won't take no notice of you otherwise. Might not anyway.
Okay. Let's go to the blacksmith, and there's Torgal.
Fancy a mug of Kenneth's coldest when we're done. As tight and shit boulders.
Are you Blackthorn?
What if I am? I've no time for idle chatter.
I'm not here to talk. I'll be accompanying Sid to Lostwing, and I need you to see to my equipment.
You could be accompanying the goddess Krieger to our holy bedchamber for all I care. I'm not lifting a finger for you.
Is that so?
And we'll hand over the Continental Rum, a noisome spirit better suited to stripping oil from the painter's canvas than consumption. Grants overworked conscripts a few rare moments of sweet oblivion on their long, arduous sea journeys north from the continent.
Do you want that or not? I can take it back.
Damn you, Goots. All right. No need to be hasty. Let's have a look at you. I doubt that lot could stay a Moogle's fart. Bloody Imperials. They'd rather see their bearers dead than kitted out properly. I'll do what I can, as a favor to Goot's mind.
Forging. The crafting of new gear, as well as the upgrading of existing gear, can be done at a blacksmith as long as you have the recipe and the proper materials. Select a highlighted item from the list and hold X to craft or upgrade. So I can make an iron belt +1. More leather than iron, it is nonetheless considered an improvement from the crude cording worn by ackermen and acolytes. And we need iron fillings in order to do that, which we have 12 of. So let's go ahead and make that. And we'll equip it.
And the belt sees a square. You want anything else, you bring your own materials.
I'll bear that in mind. Thank you.
A word of advice. Don't let Sid decide what's best for you.
Notices. When something is changed in the Hideaway, a notice will appear in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. In addition to stock updates for Karen's Toll and new forging recipes for the Black Hammer, there are also notices for new quests, new missives, and many other things. A golden circle icon will also appear in-game, as well as on the local map, to indicate recent updates.
I suppose I should thank Goots.
And our first one is the blacksmith.
Well, I ain't the cook, am I? Look.
Oh, I guess he only says the first word. Sid needed a smith, and I needed a smithy. Call it a marriage of convenience. Doesn't hurt that the forge here is the hottest this side of hell, or that it works without magic. I won't have no bearer suffering from me.
You got anything needs repairing?
Or retooling, you bring it here, along with your own materials, and any scraps left over, I keep. Okay. What else can we forge? We could forge a new broadsword, but we are missing 30 wheelwright.
Anything else?
Not currently, and that seems to be our only such thing. What if we go speak with Nan?
Tell that blockhead I'm not paying for stuff I didn't ask for.
Okay. Let's go speak with Getz. Or Goots.
The gift worked. You have my thanks.
Come on, nearly there. You, blankets, quick as you like. All right, we make him comfortable while the bed's made up. Well, you just gonna stand there? Someone fetch some water.
I'll get the bucket. You go and see if Otto needs out, eh?
Wait, me? What the hell have I got myself into?
Let's go speak with the man tending to the bearers.
Who are they?
Huh? They're freed Imperial bearers. Who the hell are you? Shit, at this rate, he won't make it through the night. Think you can find your way up them stairs to the infirmary? We need Tyre. Well, go on. Shift your ass.
Was Ty the one looking after Jill?
Like how these folks are just standing around observing too. Okay. Let's speak with Tarya in the infirmary, and there she is, waiting for us.
Your friend needs her rest. there'll be time for tearful reunions once she's recovered.
I'm not here for Jill. You're wanted downstairs. There are injured bearers in need of attention.
Well, why didn't you say so?
I did say so.
He's going to be all right. But I'll need to examine them both in the infirmary. My work's just begun.
Another fine day at the Hideaway.
Do many of the bearers who come here arrive in this state?
It's no easy thing, casting off your chains. By the time most pluck up the courage, they're already too far gone. These two here are the lucky ones. The name's Otto. You need anything? You ask me.
Well, Otto, I do need some supplies.
Do you now? Then Lady Karen over there will be more than happy to help you.
Right.
Oh, and thanks. Be seeing you.
Not likely. I won't be staying.
Is that right? Well, for as long as you are here, consider yourself welcome. You helped us today, and we won't forget it.
And I just got somebody. Not so much as helped, but okay. And we have some side quests unlocked. Keep an eye out for the green exclamation mark icon above the heads of certain NPCs. These indicate they have a quest to offer. A list of current and completed quests can be viewed on the Journal tab in the main menu. After accepting a quest, quest objectives will appear in the to-do list, located on the right side of the screen. Objectives for the main scenario and up to 3 side quests can be displayed simultaneously. Any quest can be prioritized on the Journal tab in the main menu by highlighting it and pressing X. Objectives for a prioritized quest will remain displayed in the to-do list until the quest is completed or another quest is given priority. Priority status for a quest can be removed by highlighting it and pressing X again. The following Hideaway facilities are also now available: the 1,000 Tomes, an ever-growing compendium of all things Valisthea; the Orchestrion, a personal jukebox for songs collected throughout the game. Both are located in the Hideaway's eatery, the Fat Chocobo. It can be found on the local map by pressing the touchpad. So we have a new quest and to speak with Karen. So let's go get these new side quests first.
We should go and help. It sounds like Otto has
I haven't
everything
noticed
under
you
control.
stealing sips
As
from that pot.
always.
Next time you're in, first round's on the ass.
Ah, a new face. And, dare I hope, a willing pair of hands. The Fat Chocobo is a demanding mistress, and we are too few to keep her on her feet. Might I persuade you to deliver a meal or two to souls in need of sustenance? For your trouble, I can offer you the contents of my strongbox and my enduring gratitude.
And the quest, Food for Thought, for 500 gil. Help keep the Fat Chocobo running? I don't see why not.
I don't see why not.
Marvelous. And who exactly do I have the honor of addressing?
Clive.
Delighted to make your acquaintance, Clive. I'm Kenneth, and mine are the weary shoulders upon which the weight of this fine establishment rests. Now, I have 3 hungry customers awaiting their victuals. Take these if you would, and be careful, they're hot.
And we'll prioritize that quest. I can't imagine that it'll take us too long to complete.
Oh, meal. How long has it been?
You think he'd have time for a nip with old August before scampering?
So let's go ahead and serve some soup.
Yeah.
hope you do not think me lazy for waiting to be served like a lord. Only my former master did not use me kindly, you see. You left me half lame, truth be told. But Sid took me in nonetheless. Well, the Hideaway is the home I never knew, and a mighty fine one at that.
When he's not out chasing rumours, Sid's up there in that hole of his, brooding and scheming.
Your food.
I was hoping it might be. Well, doesn't this look fine? Thank you, lad. You're new, aren't you? Kenneth's running you ragged already, I expect, the old rascal.
Well, he did say he'd give me something for my trouble.
And so he should. We're not slaves anymore. Well met, lad, and keep up the good work.
And let's deliver our final soup.
Well. There's so much more to farming than just seeds and soil.
Your food.
Just a moment. I need to finish this. I won't be a burden. I'm of no use to anyone as I am, but maybe if I can master this.
All right, but see that you eat it before it gets cold.
Of course. Thank you.
That's the last one, eh?
Quick complete. After completing the main objective of some quests, you may be given the option to quick travel to the quest's final destination. If you see a prompt in the lower right hand corner of the screen, hold down the start button to immediately travel to the NPC eagerly awaiting your return. Of course, this option is not mandatory, and you are free to ignore it. It can also be completely disabled via game settings on the system tab in the main menu. Another cool feature, I think.
All done, I presume? Splendid.
They were bearers. All three of them. Not slaves waiting upon their master's pleasure, but men waiting to be fed like equals.
Indeed. Equality is the very cornerstone upon which our little community is founded. Beyond these walls, we are scorned as slaves. Speaking only when spoken to, eating only what scraps our masters deign to give us. The first hot meal here is the first many will have known. In the Hideaway, we are free. Truly free to speak as we please, when we please, and to eat what and when we desire. More than reason enough to trust in Sid's vision, wouldn't you say? Now, I promised you something for your trouble, did I not? The contents of my strongbox are yours to do with as you will. Thank you, Clive. Do come and visit me again, won't you?
And we've completed Food for Thought. While we only get 5 experience points, we do get 50 ability points, which are just as valuable, as well as 500 gil. We also get 10 Weirite, which is the crafting element we needed to make a new broadsword, and potentially upgrade it. So well worth it, I would say. Countless treasure coffers lie across the realm, just waiting to be plundered. If you find one, don't hesitate to kick it open with X and reap the bounty. Go on, no one's looking. I'm sure there's not going to be anything in here. Oh, I was wrong. We get the badge of metal. Let's take a look at what exactly that is. The strength of a city is defined by the guard that mans its walls. The strength of a city guard is defined by the pride in their hearts and the laurels on their breasts. This badge provides its wearer with one of those two. And with that, we get an increase to our defense by 10. Wonderful. We do have something new in the Orchestrion. Background music played in the Hideaway can be changed by accessing the orchestrion. The track list is expanded using orchestrion roles acquired from main scenario quests, shops, or treasure coffers. And I believe we unlocked 3. Yep.
Think he'd have time for a nip with old August before scampering back.
Let's go and check out this side quest, shall we? And then we'll talk to Old Nan.
I heard they escaped their masters in the Imperial capital. By the look of those bruises.
This whole... Damn it. We'll be needing more wood. But if I step away to fetch any, this lot will be down around our ears. Ah, you there. Perfect timing. I couldn't persuade you to fetch me some timber, could I?
Fetch wood for the carpenter. Yeah, I'd be happy to, even though we're not expected to make any gil.
I'd be happy to. Oh, thank you. You'll be helping me and the Hideaway both. Takes a lot of work to keep this place standing. More than we can manage, if I'm honest.
It certainly looks like you've got your hands full.
Ah, you can say that again. The Fallen knew their craft, make no mistake, but not even their handiwork lasts forever. That's why the walls need shoring up. Can't have the vegetable patch crushed before our first harvest now, can we?
No, I suppose not. All right, where can I find this wood?
Ask over at the White Ads. They'll point you in the right direction. Thanks again. I really appreciate the help.
Quest accepted, and we'll prioritize it. And we know the White Ads to be next to the blacksmith, so let's head over there. And talk to the carpenter.
Excuse me. The man working over by the garden sent me to fetch some wood.
Ah, that'll be Geoffrey, master carpenter. Luck would have it, we've just finished cutting the timber he's after. You take as much as you need from the stack.
Thank you.
No, not at all. We appreciate the assistance.
Okay, let's go ahead and collect these planks of wood.
Here we are. I better get this to Geoffrey, was it?
And we'll deliver them. I like how I can just slowly caress those planks of wood, and I'm able to pick up as much as I need.
Oh, you're back. Hope fetching that wood wasn't too much trouble.
And we'll offer him those wood planks.
Will this be enough?
This will do nicely, thank you. With a bit of luck, the walls won't be falling in on us just yet.
That sounds ominous.
Oh, it's not as bad as all that. And it's a damn sight better than the alternative. We're safe, we're warm, and we're hidden. What more could we ask for? Now stop fretting and take this. You've earned it. Welcome to the fold.
There's no need to...
That's not a matter of need, my friend. You're one of us now.
Make, do, and mend complete. Again, another 100 ability points, which is great, as well as a piece of meteorite and a gill bug. Contrary to popular belief, this small insect does not get its name from its appearance, but rather from the fact that it is highly sought after by physicers for use in brewing medicines. In summer, when the beetles are most numerous, children across the realm will spend nigh every waking hour collecting specimens in readiness to exchange them for a handful of coppers. As children have tiny hands, however, this amounts to fewer than one might expect. And this is valuable that can be traded for gil. Excellent. And finally, we'll talk to Karen.
I need supplies for my journey to Lost Wing. Otto said you could provide them.
What's that? Does the newcomer think it proper to make demands of a poor old matron before even introducing himself?
It's Clive.
Well, Clive, I hear that dog is yours. Since he followed Sid home one night, I've seen to it that his chin's rubbed and his belly fed. Though I suppose that's your job now. Unless you lose him again.
I won't. Not again. Thank you for watching him.
So, were you gonna buy something? What? You didn't think I'd shower your lordship with my hard-won wares while you swagger about with a pocket full of gil? Life doesn't work that way, lad. Now, let's see some coin.
Shops. Both consumable items and gear can be purchased at shops around Valisthea. Shop stock changes as the story progresses, so be sure to check in frequently. So we could buy a broadsword for 500 gil, which we have plenty of. We can also sell this Imperial Infantry belt for 30, which I think we might do. So we can go ahead and sell that. And we can mass sell our valuables if we needed to. But it's under materials. I don't know if that makes a difference.
That's all.
Why, you've barely a guilty name. You're taking his side now. And after all I've done for you. All right. All right, I can make an exception. But just this once, mind. My stores are getting cluttered and I need to make room for the next shipment.
Thank you.
Thank me? Thank your dog.
Collect the supplies. Oh, okay. She was looking at these little 3 sacks over here. I was kind of confused as to what she was pointing at. The Arete Stone. The Arete Stone is now accessible. This customizable virtual battlescape provides Clive a safe location to test out new abilities and train against all manner of enemies. Additional options will become available as Clive progresses through the story. Okay. The Hall of Virtue. And yeah, let's go into training, I guess. The Hall of Virtue is a fully customizable battlescape that provides Clive a safe location to test out new abilities and train against all manner of enemies. Press the touchpad to open the training menu to adjust both enemies and ally parameters. So I can get invincibility, regen, burst timing, recast timers, enemy aggro, and we want them to attack. I want to understand the parry window. Because it's really, seems to be really small. So it looks like I have to do it like on the wind up. No. Right when they're releasing the wind up. No. Let's try it one more time and then we'll get out of here. Yeah, it's a very, very small window compared to other games. And that's why I wouldn't mind having like a actual block button, or else I wouldn't feel as punished for missing the parry. But I guess it just takes practice and a little bit of get good. Yeah, that's going to be a tough one to master. And for those that really know how to parry, more power to you. Okay. Or how do we get out of here? End training.
You all done?
Leaving already, are ya?
It's you I'll miss the most, Lady Karen. It always is.
Don't stop you going, does it?
This should be fun.
Right.
Fast travel. Use the world map to instantly travel to previously unlocked locations. New locations are unlocked by progressing through the main story or discovering waymarks as blue icons or obelisks. The world map will open automatically upon leaving an area, but can also be accessed at any time via the main menu. So okay. So make for the Great Wood, and I can just fast travel there. But it looks like I can't travel to other places yet. I think what we'll do is maybe instead of purchasing a broadsword, it would be better to make it.
What's that for you, dear?
Because I can make a broadsword +1. And I can also make iron bracers, which might not be bad. Or I can purchase broadsword, upgrade it to +1, and then get it to +2, and also make the bracers, which I think we might do.
And what do you want?
But let's ask about Karen.
Taking an interest, are you?
Wondering why such a comely, cultured lady would cast her lot with this rabble. Because she's got a special arrangement with the rabble rouser, that's why. I scratch Sid's back and he scratches mine. Use me old trading connections to bring whatever him and his little band need, and they pay what I ask.
To sweeten the deal.
He's given me a home here, far from the prying eyes of those who'd wish me ill. And there's no shortage of them, believe you me.
Going purse weighing you down?
Yeah, so let's go ahead and buy the broadsword.
Blind, you know.
And now what we can do is use the forge to reinforce to +1, and now to +2. We can also increase our iron belt as well to +1. But we could craft iron bracers instead of buying them. But I think it might be better to spend the gil, buy the bracers, and upgrade them. Oh, but let's see. We would have to use another frozen tier. Regardless. But we would save on rewrite. Let's see. Let's go to our items. The main menu, Journal. Journal tab contains information on main story progress, as well as all current and completed side quests. Okay. You know what we haven't done is the active time lore, so let's check that out. Cid's Hideaway, a refuge hidden in the blighted lands of Central Storm, from which Cid operates his secretive community of freed bearers. While survival in the Deadlands is widely considered impossible, a combination of near indestructible fallen ruins and considerable ingenuity have led to the establishment of a safe haven where those who rally to their leader's cause are only just about able to eke out an albeit meager experience. And Sidolphus Telemann, cornered by a battalion of Iron Kingdom crusaders in the depths of the Nysa defile, Clive thought his end was nigh until Cid appeared and sprinted him and Jill away to a secret hideaway in the Deadlands. And we have Torgal, Clive's faithful friend, now fully grown. After the tragic events at Phoenix Gate, Clive believed that Torgal was lost to him forever. However, their paths were to cross again some 13 years later when Torgal's new master Cid came to Clive's rescue in the depths of the Nysa defile. Despite their long years apart, the two knew each other as if not a single day had passed since their separation. And we have bearers, a person with the power to cast magics without a crystal. In Valisthea, men and women who awaken as bearers are enslaved. They are marked with a brand upon their cheek and used as tools, a cheaper alternative to the scarce and precious shards. The system of slavery has persisted for centuries and has become so ingrained in Valisthean life that few take pity upon the bearer's plight, seeing them as less than human. You would think that with having magic, they'd be a lot more powerful than the ability to be enslaved. So these bracers cost 400. We'll go ahead and buy them. We'll equip them. And we'll upgrade them.
I see I'm busy here. So, will it be? Yeah, that should do you.
So we can get, that's 26 and 2, 26 and 2 there. So it doesn't matter. We'll hold on to the meteorite just in case we come along something else that would need to be upgraded. But let's go to our items. Namely our gear. We could probably sell back our stuff.
I'll be thankful you got that much. I reckon I can find a buyer.
Okay, great. Let's sell the gill bug. All right. Anything else? Before we end the episode, we can go and check out this lore library, but I want to change the song first. Let's just set it back to the normal one. Those ones were a little too heavy for background music.
So many uses.
Yours is not a familiar face. Are you new to the Hideaway, perchance?
You could say that.
Well then, allow me to welcome you. I am Harpocrates II Hyperboreus.
That's,
Quite a mouthful, I know. Which is why everyone here has taken to calling me simply Tomes, on account of the company I keep. And what varied company. I'm a collector, you see. Not of bijou and baubles, but of stories. The history and culture of these isles have ever been a source of endless fascination to me. But alas, my days of wandering the realm in search of new tales are far behind me. And so I've taken to sharing that which I've gathered with all who might listen. Perhaps you would care to listen.
Let's ask about Harpocrates, or Harpocrates.
When I was very young,
and lived beyond these shores, my father would read to me every night from the only book we had, A History of Valisthea by Moss the Chronicler. So enchanted was I by this realm of myth and magic that when I was of age, I enlisted as a deckhand on a merchant galley, that I might see it with my own eyes.
Yet, when I arrived,
What I found was a land of war and suffering, darkened by the blight and the evil in men's hearts. Still, I was determined to follow in the footsteps of Moss and record what I could, and so I did, in all manner of places, in all manner of roles, till my aging legs could carry me no longer.
fortunately,
Sid found me by the roadside, so to speak, and offered me a place here, where I might continue my studies, albeit without the wandering. Let's view the Thousand
I
Tomes.
believe you've read this particular chapter before.
The Thousand Tomes is a comprehensive compendium of Alstian lore, covering everything from basic terms to important persons, geography, and history. New information is constantly added as Clive progresses through the story. Past active Time Lore entries can also be viewed
I
here.
have a few new notes that might interest you. You wish to study the tomes?
Okay. So we have compiled knowledge that looks like it's set into 4 different categories, being persons of interest, lay of the land, mysteries of the realm, and the bestiary. But we also have relevant topics, such as the dominant. Those within whom sleeps the power of an icon, though they look and think no differently to any other man or woman, they can not only cast elemental magics without a crystal, but also transform themselves into beasts of world-shattering strength at any moment, quality for which they are honored, worshipped, and feared the realm over. We have icons, magical beings of godlike strength who dwell within human hosts known as dominants, only emerging when the dominant primes. History records 8 icons in total, each with unique elemental affinity. It is commonly held that 2 icons of the same element cannot coexist, but as none has ever witnessed all of these rare creatures together, the conjecture is yet to be proved. And we've looked at bearers. The Battle of Nysa was a short yet bloody clash between the Iron Republic and the Republic of Dhalmekia in the year of 873. The Dhalmekians, hoping to force an end to their long-running conflict with the Ironblood, had convened a council at Zernitra stronghold and entreated their Welder allies to aid them in their cause. However, talks soon broke down, and the Dhalmekians were left with no choice but to rely once more on the power of the mighty Titan, to whom they already owed a considerable debt. Thus was the stage set for a showdown between Titan and Shiva, the Ironblood's own icon, in which losses on both sides were too many to count. The Deadlands, barren wastes bereft of ether, where no life stirs and magic is all but unusable. Here, both earth and water are stained black, preventing any seed from quickening. In recent years, the blight has spread ever more widely, displacing whole nations before it, driving once peaceable fauna to violent desperation, and leaving silent devastation in its wake. So we have 2 things for Sid's Hideaway. And we've read this one, but now we have a home for bearers, a hidden refuge built on fallen ruins in the blighted lands of Central Storin. It is from here that Sid operates his secretive society of freed bearers, so accustomed are most so-called branded to ill treatment at their master's hands that their first experience of something approaching freedom within the Hideaway's walls, be it even something as small as a hot meal or a soft bed, can come as a considerable shock. We also have persons of interest, which I don't think I'm going to go through these all quite yet. But there are quite a number of them.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
Okay. So I think this is a great place to end the episode. And when we return, we will make our way to the Great Wood and further explore what Sid wants us or needs of us, and see if we can't progress our own agenda of avenging Joshua. But in any case, I appreciate you stopping by, and we'll see you next time.